Man, this room is empty and, like, definitely not suspicious. I hope there's, like, not a boss enemy in front of me. Welcome back to the third devlog in my devlog series, even though it says number 2, because I decided to start it at 0, which now I regret because, I don't know the number of the devlogs anymore. Anyway, this week I've added a bunch of upgrades to the boss battles because, like I said, they're really boring and I need to make the game spicier. And I'll also be giving my friends a few shoutouts because I couldn't have done it without them. And also join the Discord server, and thanks to Dylan for making it not look like a pathetic mess. Also, as pathetic as it may seem right now, I want to thank everybody for 20 subscribers. So, if we can keep it up, maybe get me to 30, And, let's talk about some of the stuff I made this week. By the way, even though the game has a lot of changes, with this devlog released, you can still playtest the old game and give me some feedback, because I know there are some glitches I have not fixed. The first thing I added was some 2D lighting, because right now the game looks really flat, and I wanted to make it look, just better, and so I added 2D lighting. I imported stuff using Unity's Universal Render Pipeline, and then I put some lights around the scene after a great struggle for 2 days, and now it gives a more eerie vibe, which I guess you're going for if you're in like an underground crime lair and you've been kidnapped by Chad. So yeah, it looks a lot better. Another thing I added was camera shake, because before this the game had 0 impact. If you shot a shotgun or exploded a barrel, or, killed Chad or an enemy, there was no camera shake, so I added camera shake. I did this by following a tutorial by Code Monkey, who makes pretty cool Unity tutorials, and you should definitely check out his channel to learn about Unity and stuff. So I followed his tutorial, and now there's a camera shake stuff. And then some of my friends DM'd me and hit me up on Discord and were like, yo, this barrel sucks. If you jump on it, it's glitching everywhere. So I just made it so that the player can't touch the barrel. So get dunked on, friends. Then they also told me when you run off stairs, you tumble down and you're rolling down and you're falling on your face everywhere. So I just made the ground check distance a little bit further so you don't go into a falling animation every time there's like a 0.01 change in height off the ground. And now John Wack shouldn't be tumbling down stairs, he should just be calmly running down them. After this, I got started on working on attack modes so that Chad is less boring and doesn't only have a minigun. So I gave him a homing missile launcher. For this idea, I didn't think of it because I'm not that creative. I want to thank Hanson for commenting that. He's a friend of mine, and I'll link his channel in the info card on the top right corner and in the description. So how I did this was basically I made a script and then I didn't know what to do and then I asked Brackies for help. I mean, that's how most of my games go, but yeah, I asked Brackies for help, I made the rocket, and now rocket go boom. By the way, this rocket definitely didn't take me like 2 days to figure out. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Help. By the way, I realized that the explosion in the public alpha was kind of glitchy, and the reason for that is because I handled the physics entirely, and I'm bad at physics, and I shouldn't have used rb.addForce compared to the position of the object to the explosion, because that was a dummy way to do it. I should have just used a point effector, which is like, physics, yeah. I don't really know how it works, but, this guy on YouTube said it was good, or Unity themselves on YouTube said it was good, so I used it. So basically what I did now is I instantiated a particle system, but the original explosion, the thing that actually handles the damage and stuff, is a point effector 2D that lasts for 0.1 seconds, and anything within a certain radius of it will get blown away from it. And then after 0.1 seconds, it dies, and it go bye-bye. This actually made the explosions a lot easier to work with, especially with like a launch force stuff, like launch force and damage radius and damage amount. So now the grenades, basketball explosion stuff that Derek has, and the rockets and the explosive barrels are now much more modular, and the explosions are better implemented, because before that, it kind of exploded you always in an upwards direction, no matter where you were standing, and no matter which way you. For the Smash players, DI. Anyway, now it actually detects where you are, and then it sends you in a certain direction. So I think it feels much, much better to play. Another thing I wanted to add is a lot of new levels. Since I've added camera shake and improved the boss battle system, I think it's time to work more on the Overworld chapter, because, you know, Overworld cool. So I did draw like a brick and stuff, but I haven't really done anything with it yet because I'm not a smart person. But I do have some sprites, not that I want to show them because they're horrible. The Overworld will kind of be based on like a New York residential area or something, I don't know. And it's gonna have like graffiti everywhere, and then like you're gonna be chased by, you know, the people who kidnapped you, and then you jump on cars and stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing so far, but if you have any ideas or need, or you know, want to help me in the development of this, join my Discord server. And I want to thank Dylan again for making it not a pathetic mess by, you know, putting bots in it and stuff. So pretty sick. Anyway, people on my Discord server said they wanted to help with the pixel art for the game. And, you know, one of my artists who I've been bugging for 2 months to do some pixel art, Anthony. You know, but nobody sent pixel art. They did make some pretty cool music. Also, we have a neoalpha games official channel. Subscribe in the description. I'll also put a title card or info card, whatever. Anyway, so we have cooler music now instead of my 40-second looped track. So yeah, it's good to have music devs and art devs. So thanks to my friends and stuff. Anyway, the devs and my playtesters on my Discord server brainstormed more about this. So yeah. Also, I added level select for fun because my playtesters are not epic gamers and can't beat all the levels really quickly like me. So I added stage select because they were whining about it. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I was also playtesting the game and I realized that there was a lack of melee options. So I couldn't attack without like a sword or like without a slide. And so it came down to one thing, and one thing only, which is a punch. The punch has a lot of impact because I remember giving it like one damage, but I think the hitbox stays out for way too long, so it kills a regular enemy in one hit. And then I posted that on my Discord server, and everybody's like, "Yo, you put One Punch Man in the game? That's pretty sick." And so I decided not to fix the glitch and just keep it, and that's definitely not an excuse to handle enumerator and immunity stuff, because it's annoying, and I don't want to add it. Also, in case you haven't noticed some UI changes, I made some UI changes. Because before that, I think the 8-bit font just looked like too loud and funky, which doesn't really suit my style because I like minimalist and dark theme. So I made the font Sego UI, or whatever. Microsoft, how do I pronounce it? Help. Anyway, I use this font for all my videos, so I figured I might as well use it for my game. So that's a new font for the game instead of this old 8-bit Wonder thing that was the old font. Now the UI looks much more simple and cool. Also, another thing I added was a few sound effects, because I didn't mention that I didn't add a shooting sound effect for the rocket, so I added a sound effect for that. Also, when you die, it's kind of boring and just quiet, so I added the GTA death sound effect. Obviously, these won't be in the final release of the game, or I'm probably going to get sued or something. So, these are just temporary and for the memes. That's all the work I could fit into this week. And, I mean, it's kind of uneventful because I like to post weekly for my devlog videos. And then I have to do the voiceover and stuff for them. So, sometimes my videos might be late if I want to fit more work into my game. But please understand that it's kind of hard to do videos and game development. You can support me by joining my Discord server, following me on social media, or just subscribing and liking this video. It really means a lot because I put like a lot of effort into this video and all my videos in general. So I can't thank you enough for just watching this video, and you know, comment something so I can get my engagement rate up for my videos and YouTube might recommend my videos. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, like. If you didn't like it, tell me how I can improve, and subscribe if you feel like it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next devlog.